Welcome back and a very happy Ganesh Chaturdashi to you all. Let's see how we can make 5 easy prasadams for Lord Ganesha using 3 different dows. Wash and soak Chana Dal for at least 30 minutes and also Moong Dal for about 10 minutes. First let's make the dough for the sweet Kudumulu and sweet Appalu. For this we need to boil some water, add the soaked Chana Dal, grated coconut and the powdered jaggery, and then bring everything to a good boil. See, we get a good boil now. So at this point we pour in the rice flour and give it a good mix so that there are no lumps. We cover it with a lid and then cook for about 5 minutes under low flame. Make sure it doesn't burn. Now keep this aside to cool down a bit. Now let's make the dough for the Savoury Kudumulu and Savoury Appalu. For this, take water in a pan, add the soaked Moong Dal in here and salt, and then bring it to a boil. Once the water is boiled, add in the rice flour into it and then mix it thoroughly. Make sure no lumps are formed and then cover it with a lid and then cook on low flame for about 5 minutes. Once done, keep it aside to cool down a little bit. Friends, I have given the detailed description to this recipe in the description box below. Now let's see how Undrallu are made. Heat water in a pan, add in the soaked Chana Dal and enough salt and bring it to a boil. You can add cumin seeds too, which is optional. Once the water is boiled, add in the rice Ravva. Give it a quick stir and then cover it and cook until all the water is absorbed. Once you cover it with the lid, you have to cook it on a lowest possible flame, otherwise there is a chance it might get burnt. Once all the water is absorbed, give it a quick stir and then keep it aside to cool down a little bit. These days we are getting rice Ravva everywhere in the Indian stores. In any case, if you do not get the rice Ravva ready immediately from the stores, I will leave you the procedure how to make the rice Ravva easily at home in the description box below. Now let's make the Kudumulu and Undrallu. So for this we need a boiler, any kind of boiler. You can there are multiple kinds of boilers. If you don't have any of those, you can use your idli stand also. Apply some ghee or oil generously onto the boiling plate and then apply some onto your hands also, which makes your job easy to mold the Kudumulu. You can make any shape Kudumulu, like the sweet ones I am making like these fistful ones, and for the savory ones I am making a small round ones. You can make them in any shape, like however you make in your family, like your parents and grandparents, you can follow the same shapes. Now let's make the Undrallu. For this, bring out the rice Ravva mix and then make sure it is not cooled down totally. Then it is hard for you to press down into a ball. So you have to make sure it is still warm and then you can press down to form a round ball. Wetting the hand with water in between helps you in making very quick, round and smooth Undrallu. See how easily we are able to make them smooth round ones. Now that our Undrallu and the sweet Kudumulu and the Savoury Kudumulu are ready to be steamed, let's steam them. Pour enough water in the boiler, bring it to the boil and then place the plate on top of it and then steam them for about 10 minutes on a medium to high flame. After 10 minutes, if you see, wow, our Savoury Kudumulu, sweet Kudumulu and Undrallu are so ready. Now let's make the sweet Appalu and the Savoury Appalu. Make a small ball out of the sweet dough and then press it into a small round appa. In the same way, make the Savoury Appalu also. Applying oil in between helps you in making the Appalu easily. Now that all our sweet and Savoury Appalu are ready, let's fry them. I am going to show you two methods. One is stove top oil fry and the other is air fry method. Heat oil. The oil should be heated enough so that once you put the Appalu into the oil, they have to rise quickly to the top. Otherwise they stick to each other and the job gets very hard. These don't have to be fried for a long time as the dough is already cooked. Once they puff up and change the color a little bit, you can just drain the oil and take them out. Frying these Appalu in enough hot oil also make sure they don't absorb any oil. Otherwise they absorb a lot of oil. So you have to make sure the oil is hot enough. Trust me, These taste so awesome, and these are the fastest moving snacks among all the prasadams. Now let's make the sweet appalu. For these also same process. The oil has to be hot enough. Once you put them into the oil, they have to bubble and then rise to the top. See how they are puffing up? That's how they have to be. The key for the appalu not absorbing any oil is oil being very hot when you put the appalu in. Drain off any remaining oil on them and then take them out. Now let's make them in the air fryer. First spray or brush some oil on the air fry tray and place the appalu in the tray, and then again spray or brush some more oil onto it. So we need to do this air frying in two settings. First we air fry them at around 325 degrees for about 6 to 7 minutes. This setting makes sure the appalu are cooked thoroughly, but for that crispy outer layer we have to air fry them at 400 degrees for about 2 minutes. See, one side is done. Now let's flip them to the other side and then air fry them at 400 degrees for another 1 or 2 minutes. That's all. See, look at the color, and they are also puffed up a little bit. You don't have to do the deep fry if you do not want to. So you can always try the air fryer method. Even for the savory appalu, the same process. First air fry them at 325 for about 6 minutes and then change the setting to 400 degrees and air fry them for 2 minutes. Once one side is done, flip them and then air fry them again at 400 degrees for about 1 or 2 minutes. That's all. Your savory appalu are also ready. You can see they have bubbled up a little bit and the outer layer has become crispy and the inside is very soft. Wow, they look so tempting and I cannot stop myself from grabbing them. Hope you all make these easy and yummy prasadams for Lord Ganesha for this upcoming Ganesh Chaturthi, and I'm sure Lord Ganesha is going to love them all. Please do like the video and subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon for the notifications of my future videos. Thank you.